Hi, it's Bob and Diane, your friends in the real estate business. You know, for some time now, we've asked our past clients to just notice people who might need the level of service that we provide. And it's through that connection that we're reminded of Jim and Susan's story.
Jim and Susan were referred to us a little over a year ago by Susan's mother. And they found themselves in the situation a lot of young folks today, young families today find themselves in. They lived in Collierville. They had a couple of small children. They loved where they lived. They had friends, family. They were involved in church and school activities. And Jim's boss opened a new branch office in Georgia. Jim had an opportunity to become branch manager, and it was just too good of an opportunity for them to pass up. But the thought and fear of relocation stressed him out.
Yeah, I remember that night when Jim and Susan called us to discuss just selling their house. I don't think I'll ever forget it. But by evening's end, it became very obvious that this young couple had more concerns than just selling. They needed a plan that would help them pick up their family and their lives and move it 12 hours south. It was from negotiating a relocation package with Jim's company to finding a new home in Georgia and everything in between, all jumbled in their mind at one time. You could just feel the fear and the stress build.
We laid all the pieces on the table, assured them they weren't in this thing alone, and put together an intentional plan for all of us to follow that would get them where they needed to be, when they needed to be there.
Yes, from doing an appraisal, getting the house listed, and then getting that home sold in Collierville. Jim and Susan were able to accomplish all of this just 60 short days from that very first meeting. They communicated their true needs with Jim's company, which allowed Jim to focus on the company needs and also help them offset some of their personal costs. It was a win-win for both of them, but most importantly, it relieved a lot of stress for Jim and his family. Within 2 weeks of signing that contract on Collierville, they were rushed down to Georgia to pick out a home, coordinate their relocation, and get everything set for the big move. But they did it.
Jim and Susan accomplished what they feared was going to be the impossible. But that's not where the story ends. Last week, Susan called us up. They had just noticed some old friends in Collierville who needed our help as well. Isn't that what friends are for?
After all, a referral is sending someone you care about to someone you respect.
Who's the next person you just notice?
Thanks.